Today we have possibly trainer of the year, fresh off Claressa Shields' unbelievable WAR victory against Savannah Marshall. Also, trainer of Floyd Mayweather, who's fighting an exhibition next month and possibly lined up against mega fights we can't get into. We have the one, the only GT Gerald Tucker joining us to break down exactly what went down at the O2 Arena in England this past weekend when Claressa Shields brilliantly outboxed Savannah Marshall. Let's do it. There he goes. What's up?
What's up, brother?
Coach of the year.
Man, there's a lot of coaches gonna be mad saying that.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. How you doing?
Good, man. I was at the Barclays last night watching all those fights.
Oh yeah, that's a crazy venue, man.
The Caleb Plant fight specifically surprised me big time.
Oh yeah, who it should have surprised everybody,
right?
Except for Caleb.
Huh?
Except for Caleb, he probably knew it was gonna happen. You know how confident.
And he did some shit like, did you see what he did afterwards, where he shoveled the dirt on him?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Like when you don't even know if the dude's okay yet.
It seemed like it was a lot of bad blood there. So, yeah, most times you throw away respect.
To request specific fighters to be interviewed, to request specific fights you want analyzed on Box Analysis, please guys, subscribe and follow to our YouTube channel, and we're going to make it happen. Peace.
Until, later on, right away it is still, bad blood. So, I understood why he did it. Of course, I ain't like to see Darrell get done like that. I know I've been watching the Darrell since they were little kids. We were in the same region, so and they're younger than me. So I watched them like when they were like 10, 11 years old, I believe. So
right,
hurted to see that happen to Anthony, but I understood how Caleb was still in the moment,
right,
still in celebration mode.
Yeah,
probably regret a little bit more now. You know what I'm saying? As time goes on, he'll regret a little more that he did that. But it was a movie, if Darrell would have did it, it would have been a movie. Yeah, it was crazy ending.
It was crazy. And I want to get to your fight in a second, but I saw Frank Sanchez fight. Have you seen him fight?
No, I didn't see that.
Ooh. Have you seen him fight before that though?
Oh, for sure.
He tell me if I'm wrong. The slight shades of young Mike Tyson in him. Huh?
Yeah.
Like
the power. Yeah. Like freakish.
Yeah. That was a good fight.
Conte, is above average, way above average.
Yeah, he's a strong guy. And then the Wilder fight. I mean, that shot, he didn't even sit down on that shot at all. Right.
Yeah, that was crazy how that happened, man. And it wasn't knuckles either. I teach knuckles to my fighters, and especially on the drill. The drill, people think the drill is just for show or whatever they say for it, but it's really repetition so that you can muscle memory, that you lock things in. So you turn your punches over on every shot. You bring your hands back where you're supposed to go on every shot. You rolling right, you slipping right, you pulling right, but you land, a flat fist where you get more of an impact, better chance of dropping the person or hurting the person. And I want to say his fist was like this to the surface.
Yes.
So he didn't even, if he would hit him like this, it would have been worse. But yeah, it was crazy that he got that much power where he don't even have to land knuckles flat.
Kind of reminded me slightly of how Tank knocked out Rolly. A similar kind of shot where he's walking into it against the ropes. Boom.
Yeah, similar timing. But the Tank had way more hit. He caught the end of the shot, and Wilder caught him in the process of the shot. Yeah, I agree.
What timing? Yeah, the shot was Tank turned that over. That was crazy. And I mean, I want to see Wilder fight Joshua next personally.
That'd be a great fight. That's perfect timing for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or Ruiz. I think those would be both great fights.
The one, yep. Ruiz just got a victory, right? His last fight recently.
Yeah, he beat who the hell did he just beat? He
I forget his name right off the top of my head,
oh,
but
King Kong, Luis Ortiz.
yeah, you're right.
Right.
It's perfect timing for that.
Yep. Yep. So that the heavyweight division is still on fire. You got a lot of new guys coming in. But
But hold on, you know what? It's perfect timing for those fights. But I think both of them can use another winner, another filler fight before they fight each other, because like they just got done, fighting super tough competition, and it's like soon we like to push people into big fights real fast because we're fans. You know what I'm saying, but we got to remember that they're fighters, and they're on the comeback. They're trying to come back up from falling down so hard, and so I think they both deserve another filler fight before they step into tip top competition.
who could they possibly
Because
fight?
if they both fight, that means one person, like, they come down and then they come up, start to head up, and then they got to go. One of them got to go back down. You know what I'm saying? So give them a chance to get back up to the top, because there's not. It's the heavyweight division is big, but it's not super big like it used to be back in the Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson days, Riddick Bowe. So I think it'd be good to give them another good fight before they get a great fight.
Crazy, last night, seeing Wilder and Helenius fight, especially in Wilder looks like he's a weight class or two below Helenius. He has skinny legs. I mean, the power he generates with that frame is, I don't understand it, really.
Yeah, it's crazy. We probably won't ever see anything like that again.
Yeah,
Probably.
like, what do you, as a coach, right, knowing the mechanics of punching,
Where
what
is
do
it?
you, yeah, like with him specifically, where,
Yeah, I think he gets. I think he went to Wakanda or something and stole somebody. Yeah, he hit a little too hard to be built like that.
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Are you still in England?
Yeah. I'm here to the mall, and I'm going straight to Floyd. We gotta get ready for November 13th in Dubai. The
Right,
Coca-Cola.
right. So, man, so last night, I gotta say, one of the best fights I've seen. The best female fight I've seen, but I don't like categorizing female male fights. But one of the best fights I've seen this year in general. Really good fight.
Yeah, it was. I agree, man. I ain't watched it yet on tape, but from the corner, screaming and hollering all night. It was a great fight to be at. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I can't wait to see it on tape.
That's crazy. I'm cool with Dimitri Salita. He's my boy. So I'm happy for you guys. How tall is Claressa?
Rissa is, I believe, 5'9". They be getting it wrong. They be saying 5'8" and 5'7.5". I think she's 5'9",
And
maybe even 5'9.5".
Marshall's what? And is she really about 5'11", 16 in
11.
person?
I want to say 11. Yeah.
Okay. And so was there anything that surprised you guys, or did you pretty much expect
Yeah.
everything?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm honest and transparent. I thought that she was gonna be less durable. I thought she was gonna be softer, meaning less grit. I thought the stuff that we hit Emma Kozin with in Claressa's last fight here in Newcastle in February, that Savannah wasn't gonna be able to take it, but she withstood it, and she fought her fight until the end, and that shocked me, to be honest. And it was a great performance and a great attempt by her. I give her a shout. I didn't get to speak at the press conference. It's one of those press conferences where the coaches don't get to do the talking. It's like a promoter manager type of press conference. But that would have been the first thing I said, was that Claressa beat a great fighter. Even though you like to talk down on your opponents all week, all month, or whatever, and to build a fight. But to be honest, I don't see anybody doing what Claressa did to her ever again. She's a great number two, right up under Claressa. I don't see, she's pound for pound number two in my book, right up under Claressa. Now Claressa may be levels above her, but
Uh-huh.
levels above the rest.
Right. Well, to me, what surprised me the most, and I don't know if I'm sure you guys prepare for this, was the angles which Marshall was able to take her big act, 'cause she's big, and
Yeah.
be able, you know what I mean? Is that something you guys prepare for?
Claressa boxes dudes and experienced dudes in the gym. She just doesn't box women. And you know, with boxing guys that have a whole bunch of experience, like she even boxed Tony Harrison. I want to say about close to 20 some rounds for this fight. And you know, he's a very experienced. He's a high level, high IQ boxer. And you know, shifty. In the sparring, he was being shifty. So, and I don't think he knew that, you know, Savannah was gonna be shifty like that, like you know, almost like Loma like. And
Yeah.
but Claressa's her ring IQ is so insane, and it's getting better every fight too. Like you know, I've been watching her since she was in amateurs, way before I even thought I would be working with her. And to see her adjust to that, because that was on the fly. You know, when a fighter does something almost brand new. She, you know, Savannah done it in the past. You know, a little bit versus a few other opponents, but it wasn't at that tempo, wasn't at that pace to where she was. You know, she was kind of like trying to get out of the way and land her shots, get out of the way and land her shots, and you know, getting to the side to where Claressa's not ready, to where it's almost like an advantage of being at an angle where she can get shots off to where Claressa would have to turn, and it would be too late by the time she turned. So
Right.
then somewhere else. But Claressa, her, like I was saying, her ring IQ is constantly progressing, and she was peeping that, you know, she was watching her feet as they were in the clinch. You know, she wasn't just looking at her head; she was looking at her feet, and she could tell what she was gonna try to do before she even tried to do it. So, big shout out to Claressa for that, man. I told her that last night that she fought an awesome fight. She rose to the occasion the whole night. You know, Floyd told me. You know, Floyd was in my ear. Floyd was also like a third coach.
Okay.
Called me during the rounds, texted me during the rounds, say tell her this, tell her that, and he what we told her was that this was gonna be, if she needed to win any fight, this was the one. This was gonna open up major doors, and to tell her that same thing every single round she goes out, and she really did it. She really like rose to the occasion. That was her. If I'm going by Floyd's career, you know, because a lot of us followed it, so it'd be easy to pull back from the subconscious. Is that Claressa had her Diego Corrales
Oof.
had moment last night, all in one,
Man.
and there's nowhere to go but up from here, man. She's the cash cow. Um, Nobody can beat her. Nobody can say that they've been 3 times undisputed. And she's about to go for a fourth and fifth undisputed title soon. She's trying to break records.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, watching her. You know, they got into her story about the sexual abuse and all the stuff she went through, and it really makes you root for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, One thing, were you guys surprised at Savannah Marshall's chin, because she was absorbing some shots?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what shocked me. Her durability. You know, I didn't think that she was gonna be able to withstand what Emma Cozen did, because Emma Cozen to me was tough. I know her corner probably wanted to stop the fight. This was the last fight before this one we had out here in February. I know her corner probably wanted to stop it. I know the ref was thinking about stopping, but Emma was not gonna stop. She was not gonna stop, and I was like, you know what? Savannah's not going to be able to beat Emma. She's not
Right.
going to be able to beat the stuff. You know, you go off of looks and you go off of vibes. And as a coach, you know, I've been through it in the amateurs and in my short pro career, to where we can kind of like tell which fighters, you know, by the way they walk, talk, and it comes out of the pores if they're going to be tough enough, strong enough, or gritty enough, or if it's just an act. And I'm being honest, you know, I was wrong. I thought it was all an act. You know, that she was gonna, you know, be able to come and fight Claressa. You know, you can come fight, you know, people that have lackluster records like 3-25 or whatever, or 7-17. But you know, fighting a two-time Olympic gold medalist, you know, it's a different kind of steam they're coming with. And so I thought she was really just talking. I thought she was just, you know, selling whip tickets, but she was dead serious, and she had a hell of a chin. And because Claressa was hitting her with some strong shots, like hard enough for her to hurt her hand. Her hand's a little, you know, feeling a little weird, but she iced it and is feeling better today. But she hit her with every shot she could throw, and she put a whole bunch of power on a lot of those shots. A couple wobbles, a couple licks, getting loose up under her, but she stood up. She didn't go down. So again, much props to her for
What
the.
What was Savannah's? I don't know if Clarissa talked to you about this, but what was Savannah's power like? Was it?
Oh, she said it in the ring a bunch of times that she. Did you hear me? The camera said I got to put on the charger. But she said it in the ring a couple times, and then post fight interviews that she hit like a man, and she really does have power. So yeah, yeah.
Wow, yeah, she's
She's not gonna give nobody no props like that and not mean it.
but it looked to me like really the only real hard shots. There's some of the body shots, but mainly you had to get at the very end of that straight right.
Right, right, right.
But the other punches didn't seem like they were as damaging to me.
Right, right. And I'm glad that Claressa kept her from landing those those long right hands at the end of the shot, because those are the ones that get you out of there. And even if Savannah didn't even have power, it could be a skinny person that doesn't have a lot of power. If they catch you at the end of it, it hurts a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that must. So I recently watched their amateur fight. Right. I thought Savannah lost that fight. I don't think Claressa lost.
Right,
Um,
right.
but this still must have been an amazing feeling because that's her only loss ever, right?
Yeah, yeah. Only loss. Yep.
I mean, that's crazy.
They said, did she have something in her gloves? Wow, that's a great question, man. That's a
Did
great. That's crazy that the somebody asked that.
did who have something in their gloves?
They got to be talking about Savannah.
Oh,
I know they're not talking about fair and square the globe.
nah. I mean, um, wow. So who's next?
Who knows? But Claressa's the cash cow. She's up in seven figures now. Um, she's thinking about going down to 54 if nobody calls, if nobody raises their hand wanting to smoke. She's talking about the because the 154 division just recently got really crazy with a lot of people coming up to it.
Okay.
I don't know the reason why they're coming up to it, but maybe they're trying to get close to the cash cow. It's usually how it goes. You know, people started to chase Tyson, people chase Oscar De La Hoya, people chase Floyd. You know, once they became a cash cow, so maybe they're
What
coming.
What about a rematch with Franchon?
That's huge. She spoke on that at the post press conference.
Oh,
She said that if they offer them a whole bunch of money, they'll do it. But if not, they're too close of friends to do it for to it has to make sense. You know, like not the SENSE but CENTS.
I thought it was weird that they fought in like their first pro fight or something like that, right?
Debuts.
Why?
I think it was all part of this movie. This is all a movie because now Claressa's undisputed and Franchon's undisputed. So it's crazy how it went, but look at it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now,
Then now they can make the fight now again with both of them. Claressa getting a million and better, and hopefully Franchon can get close, shy, or about a million herself. It just depends on the promoters and them getting the money together. But it's very possible for them to both make over seven figures for their fight.
great. And
Which is
then
for the boxing.
so
For
now we got Floyd in November. You said, right?
November 13th, Dubai.
Dubai. What's with Dubai? How come they've really been throwing their hat in there to put on all these fights lately?
They can afford it, I believe. I think that's what I would assume. I'm not in the know. I don't really dip into that side of the business. I just I got a whole lot going on with the training and keeping my fighters, thinking positively and stuff like that. And going on the right path. But yeah, I would assume that they can afford it. That's the reason why that they're doing it. And maybe they got something else up their sleeve, but I think that money is the reason.
All that oil money, I guess, huh? From what I hear, I think that they have casinos and stuff, so they're trying to funnel people into, you know, being in the casinos and doing all that stuff, having customers, so to
I
speak.
haven't I haven't seen a casino.
No, I thought they had. I know, like the country, you
I
can't, but I think there's a part of it where I heard that they have all that. No.
I have no idea. I haven't seen one. I've been to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, but I haven't seen one myself. And I don't gamble, but I saw him keep my radar up for one, but I haven't seen one.
Yeah, I don't gamble either. Okay, so who's Floyd fighting?
Boy's fighting Deji. He's a YouTuber. He's KSI's younger brother. KSI. and Logan Paul. They're the guys that they've been going back and forth, and Jake Paul and all that stuff. They really like the first crop of guys that fall under the YouTubers that entered our sport.
Yeah, I remember that. Logan fought KSI, right? Twice.
I'm not sure. That's before Logan. The first time I seen Logan in the ring was against us in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, right. You were in Floyd's.
So I'm not sure if he fought KSI, but it's a possibility.
Right. Yeah, you were in the corner for that. I forgot about that. So, they've been talking about a Floyd Pacquiao exhibition. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. I know a lot about that. When I think it's gonna happen soon. They just had Pacquiao come out to Japan, Tokyo, Japan for our last exhibition. They did a little small presser. Was it after the fight or was it before the fight? I'm drawing a blank. I've been working so hard, so many camps back to back that sometimes I get the dates mixed up. But Pacquiao came out there. Him and Floyd. It was just him and Floyd at the presser, and they didn't talk about them fighting that much. But then Pacquiao. Matter of fact, it was before the fight, and then Pacquiao came to the fight. The Tokyo fight and sat in the crowd, maybe like ringside or something. So I think it's building up, and I don't know if Ryzen, the promoter that had the last card we fought, Asakura out there in Tokyo, but maybe they're going to have something to do with it, and that's why they had Pacquiao in attendance.
So this is interesting because Floyd, for the most part, has been taking easy fights, just something to exhibition. But this would not be an easy. I mean, okay.
Yeah, you got to fix that because usually we say that for Floyd because Canelo is not. You can't say easy with Canelo, but it was an easy fight.
Right. That's what Pacquiao was.
Diego Corrales, it was a tough ass opponent. It was a threat. He was supposed to knock Floyd out. Easy fight for Floyd.
I gave Floyd, and not to get off topic, but for that fight, I gave Floyd mad props because I remember thinking to myself, why is he fighting this young guy? Like he has nothing to gain fighting this kid, except
talking about Canelo, right?
Yeah. Like what do you? Why? But I gave him props. That's a bigger guy, younger guy, and he beat him easy.
Right.
So with Pacquiao, what's making Floyd, is it the money grab? Like, why do you think he's deciding to go out of that real easy range and go into semi easy range?
Well, in Floyd's head, Pacquiao was easy. We kind of like we may see it differently because we were on the edge. We were those who are Floyd fans. We were like kind of nervous, because of the matchup. Pacquiao was putting people to sleep with one shot, and like they were not waking up. They have to leave on a stretcher. So it's like just the potential of Pacquiao landing that shot on Floyd. It was like we're kind of worried. But if you actually like take that away. In hindsight, if you go watch the fight right now, you'd be like, oh, man, it was pretty easy. Pacquiao may have landed one good shot, in the whole, and it wasn't, one of those Hatton shots that he landed on Hatton and put him out.
Floyd kind of went back a little bit, covered up, and then that was it.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Mosley situation or,
No.
So in hindsight, it really was an easy fight for Floyd. And then Pacquiao's gotten older. Floyd gotten older, too, but Floyd is Floyd, and he's a once in a lifetime athlete, and he knows that he can prepare better than Pacquiao, and that he'll make it easy again. So he's not worried about easy to Floyd is not. We don't use the same language. Just like his broke is not our broke. So if he ever goes broke, it's probably like he has 110 million left. But our broke, we got like 1,100, and our rent is due.
That's like the movie White Chicks. MC Hammer broke.
Right.
So this, what would the rules be the same? Like, same size gloves, same as all his other exhibitions?
For Pacquiao, I would be guessing, but I would say it'll be tens. It'll both have the tens on the course, and it'll be the rules where you in exhibitions there's no winner, but Floyd just knocked out his last exhibition, his last opponent in the last exhibition in Tokyo. But he'll I don't know, he'll probably play around with Pacquiao, even if he gets him in trouble enough to stop him. He probably won't stop him unless I ask him to.
Really?
Yeah.
Would
Because
you?
Floyd's being really nice. Floyd's being really nice in these exhibitions. But I tell him, man, come on, man. The people want to see you get some stoppages because I know they really do, whether they say they don't or not.
Well, so I've had this discussion with people. The Logan Paul fight was Floyd, because it looked to me around the fourth or fifth round when he put up his hands and started walking him down. He was trying to get him. Was he trying to get him, or was he still kind of playing with him the whole time?
You would have to ask Floyd that. You would
Okay.
actually have to ask Floyd that. But I think he was playing the whole time. He was playing the whole time because he said it. You know, Floyd's not gonna lie. He has no reason to lie. He's one of the best fighters the sport has ever seen. I say the best, but I'm just speaking for all the people. But yeah, he has no reason to lie. If he was just playing around and wanted to get some entertainment, then that's what it was.
I remember with Conor McGregor, he put those hands up, walked him down, and it was over soon after that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, that's
Logan,
a fight. That's a fight that I think will happen before the Pacquiao fight happens. Is him and Conor.
him and Conor again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
Yeah,
already reached out and offered him 150 because he has the money to make it happen, and they're gonna do it.
they're gonna do it.
Imagine Connor turning down 150 million dollars.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a lot of money now because he's not as relevant as he was back then. So Floyd is staying pretty like what's he trying to fight every 2 or 3 months?
I'm not sure, man, but I know he's in a great mood, man. And I'm happy to be a part of it, man. Everybody with around the team and who people in Vegas that visits the gym often, throughout the last decade or two that he's been active. It says that it's a different vibe now than towards the last couple of fights in his career, and he's smiling more, he's working harder, and he's having more fun. So I think he's back in his groove, and the years are being reversed on his age, and I want to say the activity is being reversed. So he's rewinding time instead of growing older. He's getting younger.
Yeah, he looks. I mean, he looks good. How's how's AB doing?
AB's doing good. I just talked to him. Well, I talked to everybody last night. I always call out when one fighter fights. I call all the fighters and put them on FaceTime with the fighters so they can say congratulations and good job and all that stuff. So I talked to everybody last night. Had him, talk to Claressa. So AB's doing real good, man. He's training. He's in Miami training, and he just said that he's gonna get strict. He's gonna go vegan breakfast and lunch, and then he can eat what he want at dinner. And but he's gonna start knocking his weight down, and he's been staying ready. He's been in camp, out like a little pre-camp with Coach Kevin Cunningham. That's like his uncle. That he used to train him for a couple fights up until the Pacquiao fight. But there's like an uncle to him, so he's staying busy with him. He's boxing Cunningham's fighters, the fighters in the stable. So he's staying busy, staying active. He's staying in the gym, staying on the right path. He's gymming home, and then gymming home. So he's doing pretty good right now. Spirits are up high, and he's looking for a fight. I want to say he want to fight tomorrow, but I say it'll be like early, really early January. I hope.
Is there anybody in mind?
I can't say.
Oh, you can't say.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I respect AB for coming out talking about the mental health stuff. I don't think people realize in this sport how hard it is to say some shit like that.
Right. It's really, really, really hard, man.
So much criticism. It's a real macho bullshit. And I respect him. I really do. And I hope he's a lot better. I hope he opened up. I hope he's doing whatever he needs to do to get better.
Right. And just imagine, because AB's probably the most hated. It used to be Floyd, and then Floyd kind of changed, and started being less of a villain, and towards the end of his career, and so it went from Floyd being the most hated to AB being the most hated, and some of it is because of the things he do and say or did and said, but yeah, just imagine what just thinking be prior to him coming out and saying that, like him thinking what are people gonna say, because they say shit to him every single day, all day long. He's hearing negative stuff, in the social media, from in the DMs to the comments to posts other people post in their comments is saying all kind of negative
Right,
stuff
right.
phone and you're broke and all this stuff that whatever whatever they can say to think that they can get up under his skin and make them feel miserable because they're miserable.
Right.
And then to come out and to do that when he knows he can predict what people are going to say and it still had the balls to tell the world, this is why I pulled out. And this is why I'm not gonna fight. So yeah, I told him, and I had to talk with his mom for a couple hours, the night of and the night after, he made the decision, and yeah, we were really proud that he did that because it takes a lot. Most fighters wouldn't have did that, man. But AB's different. He's obviously built to withstand all of the hate that he gets because anybody else would have crumbled.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even be here right now, to be honest. He's taken a lot, but
Yeah, I mean, Danny Garcia came out and said the same thing, which
tears after a victory. So you know what I'm saying? Tears after a victory.
great.
That a lot. So just imagine how he feels when he's down. That's the up moment that you're crying and you're still sad. You can feel that pain from the mental illness and being depressed. So just imagine how down somebody is when they're feeling like that and there's a downtime.
I think a lot of people don't realize also what COVID did to all of us. I think the past 6 months to a year, a lot of people were out of survival mode because I feel like we finally feel like COVID's gone. And I feel like it low-key affected so many people, even when you don't even realize it. Because
Right.
it's happening
Sure.
right about now. You know what I mean?
For sure. You're right. You're definitely right about that.
So it's coming out. Brian Garcia started it, and people shit on him, But then when people like AB or Garcia come out and say it, it starts gaining more, credence.
Hmm. And then also some people, it's cool for some people to have mental illness, and then it's not for some other people. It's one of those things that can't win for losing, man. And but I'm just glad that he had the balls enough to pull out of the fight because anything can happen in the ring, and you got to be as close to 100% as possible. And if you're under 50, come on, man,
Yeah, no,
can't
absolutely.
can't do it.
Um, who else do you work with?
Claressa, Floyd, Tyron Woodley is my brother, and I always train him. And AB, just 4 people right now. I'm in the process of doing something that's probably never been done in the sport. Where I got an agency that they work with NBA, NFL players. They're gonna do something like we're gonna make room for one more fighter, and whichever fighter wants me, they're gonna. That's the last fighter I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna be locked in with this 5 fighters. So, but the
You got
fifth
one.
fighter come with they have to be serious and they have to come with it.
So,
It's a huge deal.
so you want to take one more, either NBA or football player who wants to box?
No. I'm saying that the people who are gonna do this deal for me is gonna find one fighter. They're
Oh,
gonna ask the world, the sport, who wants the opportunity to work with this guy because he only has one slot available, and then I'm gonna be locked. I'm gonna be locked with the 5 guys, and I won't be able to train anybody else.
is it going to be like a TV show kind of thing?
No, it's just a big deal. It's just gonna the biggest deal that they can get me.
Is there anybody? I don't even know if you can answer this, but is there anybody you'd want to work with specifically?
Oh, specifically, I'll work with anybody that's positive and they're trying to be great. They have to be family oriented, and they gotta want it more than I want it for them. I can't say too much, but I'm an easy guy. But the deal is the people, the agents that deal with the NBA and NFL. That this guy he's promising me because he spoke to some people already that I'm gonna get a great deal. I can't say too much on it, but it's gonna be a huge fighter that makes 8 figures and better each fight. So
So you kind of know who it's going to be.
I don't know who, but the caliber is you know what I'm saying, is up there. So I'm just fortunate for this opportunity, and I can't wait to for them to put it out.
That's great. That's great. Wow. So you got your hands full, huh?
Yeah, I will be 5th. Right. Well, I got my hands full already, but I'll definitely be full at 5 for sure. Because 4, I don't even get a like right now. I'm leaving London. I just left AB, came here, went straight to Claressa. Well, I left AB, went straight to Claressa. Now I'm gonna go straight to Floyd without a day break. I'm going straight to Floyd, and then we're November the 13th, and then most likely one of my fighters will be ready again right after the November 13th. So yeah, I'm already full, man. But I'm blessed and to even be in this position, man. So I'll never complain about being busy.
Shit. Well, man, congratulations again. I mean, Claressa seemed like you both seem happy. She was all through the
Oh,
roof.
happy ain't the word, man.
Yeah.
It ain't really just it's just still settling in. Like we keep on going crazy. We go like, man, like the O2, 20,000. Like some huge name men can't, sell out the
Yeah.
win. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sorry, the O2. And yeah, it was an all women's card at that. There was not one
Great.
man, no co-main event man, a big heavyweight competition or anything. It was just
The
it
women referees too, just all women refs. Just kept that shit all female. That would be funny.
was
Um,
crazy.
and props to you because Claressa looked really, really sharp. I mean, I haven't seen her fight that much, but I saw this whole fight, and she looked really sharp, real grit. You know what I mean? Knew when to throw back, like knew just the optics of it. Like you're gonna land one on me, I'm gonna land three on you. Like she was just on it the whole time.
Yeah, I think this was I can't take much of that credit, man. Also, John David Jackson was the other coach in there with me, and he's been with her longer than I have. But Claressa really she outdid herself. This was 10 years in the making. Some of this stuff was before me and John even shook her hand. She dug deep. She went deep she felt some of that pain. I kind of reminded her that I said, in a few of those rounds, I said, remember how it felt. Remember how it felt when you lost. And go out there with that pain. That because when you lose, that pain you feel, man, and then when you get back into the gym and you punching the bag harder, you use it as fuel. And she did, man. So if she was more tired than she looked, that pain pushed her, man, into different gears, and all throughout the fight.
She looked good. She looked really good. I only remember one time seeing her kind of feel the power for a second, but not, it wasn't wobbled, just kind of being like, "Oh shit, okay." But other than that, I mean, and even that was more just like she looked good the whole fight. You know what I mean? She was sharp. She was, yeah, man. She looked really really good, and she managed to the size difference. She managed to take away Savannah's kind of reach and size and range. She kept it at
Right. That's that Flint gangster in her, man. She for real, because Savannah was, like you said, bigger, stronger. She's a naturally bigger, so she probably was close to 180. And
damn.
Claressa probably was 67, 66, 68. But yeah, so that's a huge advantage. And some people would call that a weight bully, and to feel it and then like, nah, okay, yeah, you're stronger than me, but feel this, I'm gonna push you back, and then okay, you push, I'm gonna push you back. So she was letting her know that she wasn't in there with no punk, even though she was bigger, stronger, badder, whatever you want to say, more knockouts. That Claressa showed her that it's gonna take way more than just those things to beat me. You're gonna need everything to
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, and they show great sportsmanship afterwards, which I think is important. When you lose, accepting you lost, like Savannah did. You know what I mean, and that's important. And yeah, it was a great fight. Hey man, look, thanks for talking to me. I know you're busy. Let's do it again soon.
Anytime, brother.
Congrats again.
Thanks, Marco.
Peace.